And all the buttons are pressed. Everything is done. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys can hear us. If you can, please let us know and then we shall start the conversation. You can hear? Yes. Okay. Yes, we can. Everything is good. On that note, we shall start with. Yes, welcome back, everybody. Welcome. We are back. After a short hiatus, I apologize. Rohan had gone to the upside down.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, okay, now Rohan's also back off mute. Sorry. Yeah, so Rohan had gone to the upside down where he did some really cool stuff. He met some really cool people. The upside down is pretty amazing, I've heard like
The upside down is pretty amazing. There's some cool people hanging out there, like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and all just happened to be chilling in the upside down. And it's crazy. Like Ron Howard was there and Ewan McGregor was there.
Yeah. I mean,
happened to be
Hayden
there.
Christensen was there. Giancarlo
Despacito
was there.
Despacito was there.
Every
single person
was there. Okay, so we have to before we start, right? Before we start, to everybody who's watching, okay. First, तुम लोग like button दबाओ. You have to press the like button. You know it, yaar. How many times now do we need to tell you? 32 episodes this is, yaar. Press the like button. More people will know we are online. More people will come watch. Okay, before we start, Rohan, tell us. You have 10 minutes. I'm sure everyone wants to know. Please.
Oh man.
Please.
Star Wars celebration. All right. What an experience. If you're a Star Wars fan at all, मैं मतलब पागल हो गया. एक तो पहुंच के only you see like hotel पे there's like half the people in your elevator are dressed as a Jedi or a Sith. So like at 8 o'clock in the morning I've got my morning coffee and I'm standing there. मेरे साथ lift में Darth Maul है. Like it's literally like that. It's the trippiest thing. Like you just walk out for coffee and there's you suddenly see 30 stormtroopers walking. And some of the most insane cosplay. It's like Coachella for nerds, basically. All right, it's literally Coachella for nerds.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It was just 4 absurd days. Somewhere on the fine gray line between fandom and culthood is where this event happens.
Yeah.
And it was wild.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was watching your stories. My ovaries were exploding from yours. I grew ovaries, they exploded every day. So if I was there, I would be popping. I would just be popping.
All sorts of absurd nonsense, all right? The craziest thing was, I tell you about the Mandalorian panel, all right? Before the Mandalorian panel, all we had been told was Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and some special guests.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, maybe, 1-2 people will come.
Yeah.
Panel starts. Moderator calls Filoni and Favreau on, and they come on, except that there are 12 chairs on stage. All right, and we're like, who's it gonna be? And then so Filoni, Favreau come and talk for a bit, and they're like, oh, it wouldn't be any fun without the Mandalorian itself. So here's Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal comes out. All right, Pedro Pascal comes out. Is like, hey, I'm going this, that, right? Oh, this wouldn't work if I didn't have the other 2 guys with me. So he brought the other 2 guys that also play the Mandalorian, basically.
Nice.
Brendan Wayne and Lateef. I've forgotten his full name, basically. So there's the other 2 guys that also play the Mandalorian. They're like, oh, this is cool, but it wouldn't be the Mandalorian without the armorer. And then Emily Swallow, who you should absolutely Google, because she's this adorable tiny thing and she plays the armorer. Right?
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah. If you see Emily Swallow, look at her, you'll be like, holy shit, that's the armorer. That's crazy. All right. So she comes and she's this thing. And also, by the way, I got to interview her and I got to ask her 1.5 question at the end of it. I got her to, and it's one of the coolest moments of my life, I got her to look me dead in the eye and say, this is the way.
Oh!
And just one of the greatest moments of my life, straight up. And then they're like, oh, this is cool. Emily Swallow's here, this, that, all that is great. But, this wouldn't work without, the villain of the piece. And then Giancarlo Esposito comes out. All right?
Just to hear that voice, just
exactly,
that snarly.
Right? That voice. Hello. And the amazing thing is, he confirms that story about how he told his kids, I am going to fuck that little kid up. When his daughter was like, oh, no, you don't hurt him. He comes on, he talks, etc., all of that. Then they go, but actually, one of the things that we should obviously show you guys a trailer. So then they showed us this footage from Mandalorian season 3 and it looks bonkers. It looks like it's going to be fucking amazing. It genuinely looks like it's going to be too good. I don't want to go into like spoiler territories, but a lot of this will obviously come out in the trailers. But what I can tell you is that the biggest cheer was reserved for a shot where the Mandalorian ship pulls up on what looked like the ruins of Mandalore itself. Like
I see
it's
where they're going. I see where they are going.
It's going to be that sort of this thing. Then they go, okay, oh, this is great, whatever. But in the Mandalorian, you did also get to meet like another Jedi, and it wouldn't work. So why don't we get Ahsoka Tano come on out, and then Rosario Dawson comes out, and then we get to see a little footage from Ahsoka. And and then Carl Weathers comes out because he's Grief Kiga, obviously.
God.
Then he comes out. And then he's also there. And then Favreau and Filoni go, oh, but actually, this is bullshit because this doesn't work without like our main cast member. And then Favreau reaches below the table
and pulls out Baby Yoda.
And he puts Grogu.
I saw.
And it's the actual animatronic because Grogu walks around the table, waves at everybody. And then Favreau's like, Grogu, why don't you take a seat? And then he just sits down.
It was
on the table.
Cute. It was too cute. Like seeing that panel, seeing everyone together. Then I saw like everyone's hugging around Grogu, and we've got Temuera Morrison taking a photo like an uncle. Like he's in the corner taking photos.
Exactly.
Like,
Temuera Morrison's also there, sort of doing that. And man, that panel was like 70 minutes of just madness.
I can imagine.
Like just absolute insanity. There were other panels that were amazing. There was this like panel that was like hallowed ground. Okay, there was this panel which had like Bill Tippett, who is like one of the original like animatronics guys from ILM who did all the like stop motion dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. Like Phil Tippett, sorry, not Bill Tippett. Ron Howard, Lawrence Kasdan, and talking about the beginnings
Industrial
of
Light
ILM.
and Magich.
Talking about
Magich,
yes, Magich. Industrial Light and Magich.
So I, like a garib person, was watching it on YouTube. So I was like, very nice.
It was going on YouTube also.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, on the last day, there was also a panel for the Bad Batch where D. Bradley Baker was there, and they did like an entire scene reading where the guy cycled through all the character voices like they're live. Like literally during that, he just switches effortlessly between like 5 characters. Like in that, one of the most magical things. And then the day, like the last panel of the festival that I attended there was a screening of The Siege of Mandalore, the last 4 episodes. And that screen is the second biggest screen in California.
Okay.
So there's 2,000 of us watching The Siege of Mandalore, and then Dave Filoni comes out and does a Q&A and this thing about it.
Yeah, I know. See, for you, like every Star Wars thing, last 4 episodes of Clone Wars plus Dave Filoni is love. Like those are the things that has been mentioned multiple times. So to finally relive it, every fan's dream.
It was absurd.
Every fan's dream. Dude, the next celebration is happening in London. I saw it.
Next April in London.
I have applied for my visa right now. Okay.
Well done.
I am going. I am definitely going for this. I am going to go there and shriek and meet all the British Star Wars people. I'm your father. Like, I'm going to do it.
You won't just meet British Star Wars people. There'll be lots of Americans. These guys travel with the show.
Yeah. So
these guys travel with the show.
And next year, anyways, there are some good. All the shows are coming now, so it's going to be fun. I'm very excited.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the plan. But welcome back, Rohan. Welcome back to Des. Apna Des from the entire galactic universe. You've come back to the Des.
Thank you. I am back.
He's back. We'll be back to hopefully regular programming of Binge-O-Clock.
Yes, we will.
We will. Because there's a lot to talk about, by the way. This month, I was talking to Rohan before the stream started. This month is phenomenal in terms of content. Okay, we've got Barry, we've got Miss Marvel, Obi-Wan, The Boys, Panchayat Season 2 and Umbrella Academy Season 4, which is coming out. So there is a lot.
Season 3.
Of what? No, it's Season 4 if I'm not
Season
wrong.
4 or what?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Season 4. We are obviously going to discuss Stranger Things today. We are dedicating today to Stranger Things. Just give us a second. I'll read Super Chats. Off topic, read the current Donny Cates Thor run by Ritik Sengupta. We'll definitely check it out. Tara has said, where are you, Rohan? I want you now, as usual. She's back to her normal stuff. And Doggy Style, great name. I said, talk Brahmastra, please. It looks so good. So, since a lot of people have asked for it, we'll spend a minute to tell you Brahmastra. ठीक है. I am not going to
I
shit
feel like
on
some
it.
of those special effects would probably look better in the theater than they do on the phone. Like
Also, a lot of times
3D.
what happens is for trailer, the effects come out, and then the final, when the final movie comes out, you've obviously refined them, you've worked on them.
Sure.
My only problem with the trailer was that there was just special effects throughout. So I was like,
there was no story shot. It was
I'm
just
not
like a VFX
understanding
trailer.
what is happening. Like, this looks like an animation show.
More than the movie itself, it was an odd trailer.
Yeah.
Like, in the sense that the actual trailer cutting was a little odd.
Very odd. Like, okay, there is Astras, there is a powerful thing, great, okay, great. And, you know, like, I love Indian mythology, so I love, you know, like, I love the theory, like, the theory of the Brahmastra being, you know, the first nuclear weapon and everything, you know, Oppenheimer quoting the Gita, fucking love it. So I was like, oh my god, this is going to be badass. Then suddenly you've got Ranbir Kapoor just running around, and I laughed too hard. Mujhe aag jalti nahi. And I'm like,
that was weird.
Yeah.
That was the acting in that scene was a bit weird between the two. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, what is going on? Like, that was oddly stilted, I have to say. That was oddly stilted.
And some random, like, then Amitabh Bachchan also was like, what is it called? Tumhara Astra, Agni. And then it seemed chaotic, you know. It seemed very chaotic. Yeah. Like, I get the universe that they are trying to build, and I'm very, very fascinated because Indian mythology is just so much fun. And if you can find a way to utilize aspects of Indian mythology to create like a trilogy of, I'm excited. I'm all up for it. I will go watch it. We will discuss it when it finally comes out. But so far, trailer was, interesting. Very interesting. Up and down. Regular Bollywood movie, really good VFX. So finger crossed. Let's just hope it sticks to that.
Yes.
So that is Brahmastra. And now for the main topic of discussion today, ladies and gentlemen, all the boys and girls who are here, 250 people, press the like. More people need to watch. More people need to watch. Press the like, and we will start the discussion of Stranger Things. My friend, what did you think of it?
Best season so far, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, best season so far. My favorite thing about it is that it was relentless. Like, it's just so much plot, like, in every single episode. Like, it just keeps going. And it's just very entertaining. I was thoroughly entertained throughout. Like, I did not want to stop watching.
Yeah.
They've really doubled down on, like, the gore and the horror elements of it. I think they're telling, like, I think that what was nice was that they sort of moved away from that Demodog format, and I feel like Vecna is, at least so far, like, the villain of the show.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Like,
far and away.
Also because all the other villains are mindless CGI demons, right? Like, Demogorgon is literally just running around screaming, flailing. You're like, yeah, cool, I get it. You know, it's like, you know, like in the Avengers, okay, to give you an example of Avengers, those mindless hordes of creatures that come through the wall. You're like, okay, I get it. That's who like you are. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like cannon fodder.
Yeah, but Vecna was just, you're like, oh fuck, this guy talks.
Yeah,
oh shit.
Man, this guy,
he talks.
And just from that first episode, right? Like, they hit the ground running so spectacularly. And what's cool is that it's, like, I feel like, you know, like, they got a couple of complaints about season 3, etc., all of that, but it's great when a show starts very confidently moving towards its end game, which I feel like is happening with Stranger Things, right? So if I'm not mistaken, the next season is going to be the last one. Season 5, when it happens. Even though season 4 part 2 will be coming out. The other thing that's great is that it feels like they have the confidence to make, like, some fun story choices and have some fun with, like, the imagery, with the characters, etc. Like, in the sense that there were a lot of scenes and tropes that didn't play out the way I thought they would, right? Like, for example, there was that great scene in episode 1 between Chrissy and Eddie, where they meet in the woods and they talk. And that was when you think about it, that could technically be such an unnecessary scene. But it's just taking the 2 minutes to do that suddenly just gives both those characters so much more weight, because also there's just something about the chemistry between those two actors that is fantastic in that scene.
And also it's subverting that typical trope now of the nerd and beauty, and
like,
they are both they knew each other and they're both normal, you know, like,
exactly. And they're both and also just shout out where it's due, Joseph Quinn as Eddie.
Listen,
Munson, what a great addition to the cast. Like, he makes some real, like, Robert Downey Jr. acting choices. He's like got this young, like, slightly weird, off-kilter RDJ vibe. I loved that entire scene. Like that entire. I mean, I'm guessing going to be a spoiler if it
So
discuss.
I think we are way beyond spoilers points. It's been quite now.
So.
Like everyone is doing trends and reels, so we are beyond spoilers. If you haven't seen the show and you want to avoid spoilers, you can drop out of the stream. But what are you doing with your life then? Please, if you want no spoilers, we are going to go into it. Get into heavy spoiler territory. Eddie Munson fan club. We've already started the lusting. We didn't even wait. We didn't even wait. 15 minutes in the stream.
Full on this thing, because his, like, where I really got sold on the character was his acting in that Chrissy trance and death scene. Basically, when he's all like, Chrissy, wake up, wake up, I don't like this.
Get up, Chrissy.
I don't like
get up.
this. Chrissy, you need to go home now. Like,
his scream,
dude. Oh. He really leaned into that scream. He really leaned into that. It was so good. I was just like, oh man, I hope this guy survives.
Yeah.
I really hope he survives. And
it's very see, honestly, there was this great show that was I'd seen called Freaks and Geeks. Okay, lots of fun, and every high school has the same thing, right? You've got your nerds, you've got your geeks, you've got the pretty people, you've got the people who get bullied. And Eddie, when you say, okay, I have my Hellfire Club, you think, okay, it'll be a bunch of geeks sitting together, right? And then when you see Eddie Munson with the long hair, you see him he's got that rock star look, and you're like, this doesn't seem like someone would play D&D. This guy seems like a rock star, who's got all the cheerleaders. And you see him just being this normal, geeky. Geeky dude, during that.
And what a great dungeon master he is.
That sequence was so much
What a great
fun.
DM he is.
So much fun. Just to the death. Just seeing that sequence, I was like, dude, I love this guy. So fun.
Good.
Yeah, great addition to the cast. Great addition to the cast.
And also his story is based on a very cool, not cool, a very sad real life incident so this basically what in America they call the satanic panic, right?
Yes, I know.
Where
the D&D
they just
this
thought
thing also.
everything had to do like metal music, D&D, etc. was vilified as this game that encourages kids to go into Satanism. And there were these kids who were murdered, I think, in the 90s. And these basically 3 guys got arrested. Oh. And pretty much the only reason they were arrested, charged, and spent a bunch of years in jail is because the argument was that they listened to metal music and played Dungeons and Dragons. So there's actually this great documentary about them also called Paradise Lost, which was made in the 90s. So the Eddie Munson arc and that sort of whole thing that follows, where they turn him into he must have killed her, and it's this Satanism thing, etc. All of that. It's a sort of cool little real life 80s 90s element that they put in there, and I hope that they have a cool resolution.
Yeah, I'm sure because it's the same thing, right? It's so many times I knew about this satanic panic thing because I was reading about D&D, and I was like, oh shit, I can understand why someone would wonder what the fuck is happening. I can understand if you're dropping names
man.
I know, but if you're dropping names like Demogorgon or Vecna randomly, you would be like, okay, there is something happening. Yes, I will, Punjit, I will. That's a friend of mine who is asking me to join his campaign, and he's been tempting me for quite some time to join my campaign.
And also I just loved so many things about this season, right? One is that guy, that basically basketball superstar,
the jock, right?
The jock,
who's after
just again such a classic Stephen King villain. Yeah. Such a classic high school movie Stephen King
even
villain.
Angela and the entire Carrie tribute was just
उसको मतलब वो जो skate वाला के धोपटती है उसको so satisfying, so deeply satisfying. I was just very good.
Yes,
very good.
I want to smack people with the skate. There are those people where you're like, just shut the fuck. How?
Just classic Carrie bully. You're right.
Okay, I get it. I know you're a bully. I get it. You're one of those good-looking people who has to, bully people. But sometimes when I see, and I don't know what it is, my school bullying was very hey, teri maa ye kiya, wo kiya, and then you hit each other, right? But
yeah, this shit was hectic.
I don't get why American school bullying is so hardcore. Every show, movie about American school bullies, I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not studying in American high school.
So next level, it was so extra. It's so extra. I'm just like, हाँ मार तू.
मार अरे ठोक उसको ये सब सारे skits के साथ यार
Like,
tripper
just-
hitter like
just whatever.
which was it was also like there was a very similar skating bullying sequence in Cobra Kai. Same thing, you know, at the skating rink she's bullying, then they make a trip, they drop stuff. It's there, it's nice.
It's just
retribution that, you know, I love people who play bad characters like this. I love it. Like it's so
like juicy
nice.
bad characters.
Yeah,
literally. Like
it's-
with full relish.
It's good acting because you hate them. You thoroughly hate them. You thoroughly want to.
It's the Joffrey principle.
Yeah. You're like, I hate you. Why are you like this? Who else? Obviously, the main, like, I mean, we will obviously talk about the main addition to the cast who has been absolutely stunning. This one's sister, what's his name, yeah? What's her name? She's also damn good fun.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I forgetting?
This one,
Mike's
Lucas's younger sister, no?
Lucas's young sister, yes. She is so badass.
Yeah,
I love it.
she's
I
good.
love
She
it.
doesn't give a shit.
I love that entire D&D sequence where she's fighting back with Eddie and she's like, yeah,
Her full vibe is like somebody shrunk Tracy Morgan, no? Like her entire vibe, Erica is like somebody shrunk Tracy Morgan down and just put like she's got big Tracy Morgan energy going on. Like just really, really big Tracy Morgan energy going on. And she's awesome, dude. She's like, it's just in general, they've reached that stage where the cast is great, the cast has chemistry.
Yeah.
You like also the scope and scale of this season, right? Like you said, on the one hand, there's Nightmare on Elm Street happening. On the other hand, there's like this part Carrie story happening. There's also this part like War Games / like what is like that Firestarter.
Yeah.
This thing happening.
Yeah.
With that entire military base, etc. All of that. So much of that happening. I thought that was like then there's Hopper's entire Great Escape.
Oh, that is the...
This thing happening, which is featuring a man who has no name.
That sequence, yes. I'm thoroughly enjoying all the Game of Thrones actors in different shows right now.
Yeah.
But that sequence where he's like, you know, okay, this is the plan. We are going to be ready. Flick. Screen goes, poof. Screen comes on. I have never screamed during that. Like it was ruthless. It was pure, untapped, ferocious ruthlessness. The way
it was brutal.
And I'm like, I have never seen the show go this extreme. Like it has gone
This
extreme,
season they
but
went for it, dude.
they just was like, fuck it, let's kill everyone. Let's
They really
break
went for
heads
it with the body crumpling.
Oh, dude, that also. Dude, Vecna as a villain, okay, like just generally very intimidating.
Oh yeah.
You know, the entire house sequence in the first episode was so eerie, right? The guy with his eyes, and there are spiders coming out. There's a clock ticking. You see him following
that
you.
clock imagery and that discordant like ringing sound.
Yeah.
Was such great imagery.
Yeah.
Like, so well done.
Yeah, and she's running. She's near the door, and he's just slowly taking his time. You know, like very Freddy Krueger toying with Chrissy, and then hand out, and you're like, okay, cool. What's ठीक है, right? And then they show the sequence with Eddie Munson, eyes rolled up in the air, shatak, and as in
just messed up.
WandaVision Black Bolt Part 2.
Yeah,
you know,
like Part 2 and like done how. Like, just,
just one thing. Someone mentioned Vecna is even cooler when you realize he's almost completely practical. Yes, it is. Around 5-6 hours he did makeup. Jamie Campbell did.
And that's his voice, by the way. Jamie Campbell done the voice of like Vecna.
The deep one?
So he played number 1. He played Vecna. He did the deep voice. He's also like knocked it out of the park.
Dude, that dude has to be like, there's an entire, like, I would recommend like just the people who have lost their shit over him, and it's understandable, you know. Look, I knew something was off, right? Because throughout the sequence, throughout the show, he's very nice, and you know there is something that I'm not. When he
Nobody is that nice.
Yeah, and when he said one and pull out this thing, I knew he would be number one. It was very predictable. Him being Vecna, oh shit, I didn't know. Him being the kid,
Even crazier. Yeah. Even crazier.
Him giving that entire monologue, right? Get up,
Man.
work, reproduce, fucking die. I'm like, I get it. I never thought I would
That
relate.
awkward moment where you relate with the villain.
You're like, dude, I'm also existential. Life is pointless. You're right. You're absolutely right, Vecna. I will join you.
And that should turn you into a creature of endless, bottomless rage. Also, lovely Robert Englund cameo as Victor Creel.
So
super duper well done.
Like just so I when I saw that I was like, yeah.
Like well done.
That's now when someone has like you're honoring the greats, you're bringing the
that was like proper
back
honoring them
and referencing them. Vecna is full Freddy
he's
Krueger dream sequence.
He's Freddy Krueger,
chasing you, threatening you, playing with you, toying with you. Great.
And then breaking you.
Just what a great, like the makeup, just eerie, just freaky, hanging
stunning.
from tentacles, the spider imagery, just everything about it was so different. It was so different.
It was great.
And
it was truly brilliant.
If we are talking about Vecna, we have to Utkarsh, I will talk about your super chat, just give me 2 minutes. We have to talk about that running sequence with CD Sync, which everyone is tripping over.
That Dear Billy episode.
So everyone, before I saw the episodes, people were like, oh wow, what a great song, Running Up the Hill. I'd seen an article, Kate Bush is running up the hill. And I'm like, dude, okay, cool. Why? Okay. Then in I think the second or third episode when she makes her entry, she's listening to that song. And I'm like, you can't trend a song because of this sequence. It's not that good a song, right? Then she's caught. Memories flashback. Music crescendos. She snaps. She's running.
Man.
Music is loud. Okay? Music is loud. She runs through. She holds them. I'm still here. The camera zooms out to like a faded version of the sky and a slow piano version of the song. And I'm like, this has to be one of the most beautiful sequences in
it was stunning.
show, man. It was
stunning. It was just stunning. Like iconic is the word. Like it was iconic.
Every time
that was iconic.
Like I hear the song, I think of that sequence. I imagine that running. Vecna standing there.
Yeah.
Not doing like just drop. Using the force, drop. Fuck it, you're gonna run, right? Drop, and then at the end, that I'll get you. I will get you.
But
this is not like this thing. And I was like, okay, great sequence. Then I read theories, right? A lot of people commenting about how this is like an analogy for depression and
basically.
And I was like,
yeah. Very, very much a depression analogy where like you reach out to your friends instead of like sinking into like the tentacles of like this hole where it's just you.
Man.
Like it was about sort of finally getting over that sort of Billy trauma in a way.
Dude, and just if I could exchange places, make a deal with God, just everything timed so well. And sometimes I wonder whether they put the music after the sequence, and I realized no, they needed the music.
I'm guessing they knew. Like
no, they spoke to Kate Bush, she gave them permission, and I love it, dude. This just
so good. So good.
To which I will ask you a great question, and I will also ask the chat. League, tell us what song would save you from the Vecna? It's a very interesting question. I've been spending a lot of time postulating, and I've realized I don't know. Actually, no, I know which song would save me from Vecna.
Which one?
My all-time, I actually use it to run. It's the time to disco.
Nice.
Because I'll tell you what, there's this part in the middle I go brrrm, and then
I just hope Vecna takes you. I'm sorry, but I just hope Vecna takes you.
Dude, okay,
you should just go.
1 second. Okay,
You should
1
just go.
second. I am standing there. I'm running from Vecna. Vecna's trying to chase me. Out of nowhere, it goes, Parkata hai batan. Everyone's running, dude. I will run full speed. Get out of there.
You running full speed. We are running away from you full speed. You're like away of your friends. Like, no, it's okay. You sink further into the throes of depression. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure this out when it gets to another level of problem.
It's the time for depression. Ta-ta-ra-ta-ra. It's okay. What would be your song?
Oh man, that's such a tough one.
Exactly.
That's
League, please
such a
let me
tough
know your
one.
song.
I feel like Bohemian Rhapsody would be up there for sure. Like that's one of my distinct songs straight away. Another one that can immediately get me, and I know this is this is a weird choice, and I'm just going to apologize in advance, but it's also a great running song. Smack My Bitch Up by Prodigy. Like, dude, it's amazing. That song is just pure like fire. It comes on and like all the fog just burns away. From your veins and your this thing. That would be one for sure. What else?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there is enough from like if by chance, hypothetically, and chat is also giving some amazing like Bhag DK Bose and Sweet Dreams and good options, but I think it would be Yashra spoof by AIB. Great Vertex, great.
Ishq by Sukhbir.
Yeah. No, in
Ishq by
fact,
Sukhbir.
you would run back to Vecna, put your leg up and do the circle once.
Vecna would be dead in like the third episode.
Yeah.
Like, in the third episode.
How many ohos does this song have?
Exactly.
I can't do this anymore. I just can't.
You are 001. I am oh ho ho ho. 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 Ho.
Peaked.
तारे गिन गिन यार तू मेरी Vecna भी ना जागा हूँ.
It'll be great.
Telling you, dude.
You know what? I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, people over here who are watching, right? I'm just gonna do this. Okay, we always issue a challenge. This is the first challenge we are issuing after many months. What you do is very simple. Okay, take this video of Max running from Vecna and time it to oh ho ho. Please put it on Instagram, tag us, and I would love to see what that final effect would be. I mean, I can also do it. It's very easy to do it. But I would love to see. Just करो ना, कर लो. मफतलाल अभी बहुत महीने हो गए. मफतलाल आया ही नहीं है. हफ्ते हो गए. तो एक मफतलाल भी मिल जाएगा.
हाँ, exactly.
Some great songs coming. Zingat. Yeah, dude, these jungly songs will just.
Full on.
Dude, you just.
Full on.
When I run now, like I love. It's a time to discover because that Barkata Hai part is where I go full speed. There's this normal running speed and that's full in Mahalakshmi. I'm running and I'm just pushing people away. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna be my song, and we should have one backup, like you said, one backup really fuck all song, like maybe like a Meri Pant Bhi Sexy, where Vecna's like, I do not know if this is your song that you have chosen. I don't even want to kill you or make you part of
Yeah, Vecna will just be like, it's okay, it's done.
Yeah, I don't want to feed on you anymore. This is not going to be good.
I don't want this tainted food. This brain is tainted.
Oh man, Vecna is such a great villain, dude.
Vecna is an outstanding villain. I think it's an outstanding. I think I'm really looking forward to the sort of last 2 episodes. Going to be 2 episodes?
Is it 2 episodes? I thought part 2. I hate this thing that Netflix is doing.
But apparently, like the second episode is like 2 hours long or something like that.
I mean, each
like
episode,
feature length basically.
Dude, each episode of anyways part 1 was around an hour long. You're watching 8 hours of content. It's great, but even binge wise, I'm watching 8 hours of content. Like I was touring.
Yeah, 2 episodes, 2.5 hours each.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. That's crazy shit.
Dude, greatest. Sarthak is right. Avengers theme song. That is it.
Avengers
you hear that,
theme
you're
song,
pumped.
sure.
You're
Portals.
Pumped. Yeah, you're pumped. Even latest Miss Marvel's theme song, which is very similar to the Avengers theme song, but that is also such a cool thing, dude. Such a cool thing. So okay, we've got Vecna covered. Who else? Have we missed out any other character? I love what's the guy with the beard? I forgot his name. The crazy guy with the beard.
Oh, Starts with M, no?
Yeah,
The name starts with M?
Murray, na? If I'm not wrong.
Murray.
Oh, he's nailed
Murray.
it.
Yeah.
He's nailed it in this show. Like it is just.
He's
it is
damn good.
so
Brett
much.
Gelman. He's
Especially
very
when he is impersonating. See, I've seen so many shows with him, and he's always the asshole. So it's finally nice to see him be a nice character for once. And that when he's doing the Russian, right? I was like, this is fun.
It was too funny.
This is too funny.
It was too funny.
He's
so good.
He was very good. I felt bad for Winona Ryder. She was a little wasted in this season.
She was. She and Mike basically got nothing to do this season.
Mike was just floating
Mike
around.
was just there.
Mike was there, Like,
Mike was just there.
And I feel something should happen with Mike in season 2, right? Something should happen. Otherwise,
here's a question. Who will die by the end of Stranger Things ending? If this is... So, the way I see it is that if this is a Stephen King story, right, which essentially it is, and it is a Stephen King homage, they cannot all make it out alive. They cannot. Like, that would in some way, like, this thing. Steve, possibly, but I hope not. I feel like it has to be one of the kids. If it's a Stephen King, weirdly enough, it's a horrible thing to say, but if it's a Stephen King homage, it's got to be one of the kids.
I know. And my theory, it's going to be, they'll go for the most obvious. They'll kill off Levin. It'll be one of those heartbreaking things because, like, she'll use all her powers, she'll die. That's my theory. Or if out of all the kids, Mike will still be alive because Mike has not done anything. He's not gone anywhere. He's still
I think
survived.
Mike will die.
Dustin will be alive. Lucas will be alive. Who is this one? Who is
Will?
Will.
Will's been through too much already, though. Will's been through too much already.
But
Though that could be like this thing.
But in this season, Will also just existed. If you think Mike did nothing, Will floated.
Will floated, it's true.
Will floated. I felt really bad. Nancy.
I think there's a big thing coming up though with Will. Like there was this whole thing about like he was painting a picture of somebody and
some
then
shit is gonna happen. Some shit is gonna go down.
Or whatever. So yeah, it's basically that was either like he got a crush on 11 or he got a crush on Mike. No, genuinely. Or I think it's one of those things. Yeah.
Great. No, if it again, I was laughing because I'm like, these are good friends. And what if that's what he reveals? Like all the tentacles are actually just Mike's head, and you're like, damn, what an anticlimactic climax, dude. This is just.
I'm like reasonably sure it's gonna be Mike. Yeah, Will definitely. Yeah, even chat is like Will has a crush on Mike.
And also, yes, fun fact, Will's birthday was on the 22nd of March. So when they were skating, it was the 22nd of March. And they clearly completely ignored Will. And everyone was just living their life.
No, apparently in an interview, the Duffer Brothers said we forgot that we had said 22nd March. So that whole thing was apparently like not intentional.
That's how insignificant Will is, yeah.
So...
Okay, lots of people are Will and Mike. Great, okay, if that is the...
Yeah, man, totally.
Hey, all up for it, man. All up for it. Joyce was the show till season 2. From season 3, she's not even looked at Will properly. She's going to Russia doing random stuff. Yes, Joyce has been wasted. And oh my god, I hated that arc of the dude with drugs. I'm like, dude, stop. The long head dude.
Argyle. I liked Argyle, but I thought that like the actual arc was not great. But I liked Argyle. Argyle was funny. Argyle was entertaining.
No, man, I just couldn't get it anymore. I'm like, dude, stop.
No, that's like a proper Cheech and Chong stoner 80s stereotype. Like proper, like Spicoli from Fast Times, etc.
Yeah, but just of all the characters that were added this season, he was the one where I'm like, yaar, nahi, maza hi nahi aa raha hai.
I was like, Argyle is entertaining and he'll pay off in this thing for sure.
Hopefully, like when he's making the crucifix with pizza boxes, that was actually fun.
Yeah, Argyle, man. Argyle's a classic stoner character. Like, required.
Interesting character we've not discussed. So what did you think about Steve and Robin? A lot of people say, like, someone had mentioned also that Robin and Steve's chemistry was really great in season 3 and this one wasn't.
Yeah, it was a little less this thing. But I liked Nancy and Robin.
Nancy and Robin, great.
Nancy and Robin were a great combination.
Great storyline.
Like, they were good together.
Yeah.
I think Maya Hawke is just good. She's just good. And I mean, sorry, so is the actor who plays Nancy. Sorry, let me Google that. So I don't say.
While Rohan is Googling, Billy was in season 3. We've already discussed Sadie Singh's supremacy. We absolutely agree. This time it was Steve and Nancy. We were like, Jonathan who? Jonathan was busy smoking drugs. Jonathan was on some other tangent altogether. Jonathan looks like Harry Styles on crack.
Drugs.
Yeah, he's Harry Styles on crack, dude. I couldn't stop thinking about that. Okay. Natalie Dyer.
Natalia Dyer.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very good. She is
Utkarsh,
also very, very good.
Utkarsh Gupta, I'm crushing on Maya Hawke so hard right now. Me too. I agree. She is very, very, like, she's played such a fun character on the show.
She's great.
She's great. I'm going to pause, read some super chats. Utkarsh Gupta also had said, ironically, the 11 plot of her getting her powers back is the weakest point of the series, and that may be an unpopular one, I guess. Yeah.
I think it was slow build up, but I thought like the origin story had a nice payoff, like at the end with the whole thing with one and all of that stuff. Like I thought that for a bit I was like, okay, this is really taking a while.
Yeah.
It's also a very classic show trope, right? Which is when you have a superpowered character, one of the later seasons of that show will inevitably feature an arc of that character without their powers.
Yes.
Like this is like the most done trope like in history. So yeah, it was this thing, but I thought like the payoff was interesting. And
I got bored halfway through. I kept on forwarding those scenes. I'm like, okay, you got powers. Okay, you got bullied. Okay, move on. Chalo, what happened? One, okay, cool. Move on. I loved the entire sequence where she's running through, right? She's running through and one is standing behind. I'm like, Severance. This is Severance, bro. You're trying to leave the office. This is
but
just you're leaving Lumon. You can't leave Lumon. Everyone knows you can't leave
Doesn't
Lumon.
happen. Praise kiya.
Praise Kiev. I will read the chat, guys. 1 second. One more from Tara said, can you guys write screenplay from Madam Sumo? It's about office administrator fighting a way out of depression via underground sumo battle. Great. Good plot.
Okay,
We will definitely write a screenplay for that. And
Why
Tintin
not?
has said, hey guys, tomorrow's my birthday. My real name is Anindya Sarkar. Happy
Happy birthday, Anindya
Anindya.
Sarkar.
I've binge watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Kim Possible this year. Any thoughts on those shows? Both are great.
Both great
In their own league. Kim
Knowing.
Possible also and 9-9 though we know already.
Hold on.
Two other characters that we have to... Eddie, yes, we've already spoken about Eddie.
We have spoken about
Lots
Eddie.
of people lusting for Steve Harrington in the chat and
Everybody, dude, I'm sorry, that scene was so funny.
Agree.
When she asked for the binoculars. And she just won't stop looking. And those two are just standing there next to her going, she's like awkwardly, uncomfortably long time. And she's looking into the binoculars now.
Dude.
That was such a funny scene.
Some of these upside down sequences in this show was so nice. Like the one where they cycle and it just pivots to them cycling upside
that was
down.
beautiful.
Then when Steve gets sucked through that hole and then he plops back up and he is attacked ruthlessly.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
at that point, I was like, oh shit, are they gonna
he's
like...
dead. Yeah.
I was like, that's it.
Then they rescue him.
I was like, I'll stop watching.
Yeah. No, if Steve goes, I'm not watching. I love Steve.
I'll stop watching. Can't do.
I love Steve. He is such a fun character. And Steve's arc also has been such a great arc, right? From being that asshole-ish dude to just being one of the best guys on the show who's helping out people. Yes, guys, we will read your super chats. Just give me a second. We are discussing Steve and a lot of people getting really exciting. And the bat killing scene was amazing. Yes, seeing Steve be, man, shirtless, grab bat, smack,
full on.
touch head, smack
Full
again,
on.
Hulk smash. I'm like, Steve, yes, we get it.
Steve supremacy is correct. Yes, Steve is supreme.
Is absolutely correct. Dustin's girlfriend, Susie, had absolutely nothing. She was there for literally 2 scenes. But Dustin, how is
Dustin's the king, dude.
How is it possible, Dustin, that you're getting better and better with, like, just the cockiness, you know? You don't carry a torch. What are you doing? You know, just the general cockiness, the fighting, what are you people doing? Just Dustin's, what a great...
Dustin's best, dude.
Best character.
Dustin is best.
Gatton has done such a good job. You
He's
know, like,
superb.
That's what I feel like. Gatton luckily has, like, he was afraid, right? He's around 19. He's like, I can't look like a kid anymore, but he still pulls off the role. Mike has become a little older. I get it. Will has completely changed. Completely.
Yeah, completely.
But Lucas is ripped. I'm
Lucas is ripped as fuck.
He comes full muscle.
Lucas is like, damn, what the hell,
dude,
Lucas?
What have these kids been up to? What have they been doing?
Yeah, really. Like,
what have they been doing? Okay, let's quickly read some super chats. Fabiha said, Miss Marvel, SRK is canon in MCU, Ritwis music in MCU, discuss. Listen, full Miss Marvel
episode will happen at the end of Miss Marvel.
Let it finish. There's a lot. Baba, Farhan Akhtar is coming. There's so much is happening in Miss Marvel.
Like what, to your house?
Yes, to my house to
Oh,
discuss.
okay.
He's gonna be like that. Akhtar calling Akhtar, Dad. He's just gonna be sitting here and telling me, bro, I'm in Miss Marvel.
Yeah, they're not wrong. Noah Schnapp looks more like Charles Leclerc than Leclerc looks like himself.
Then we've got Samruddha Patil saying, missed you guys, love these chats. Thank you, Samruddha. Thank you, Samruddhi. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Samruddhi, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I think there was one last. I think we covered all the super chats that there are. What are the other people? Okay, so Pratyasha Roy, what's your opinion on the therapist's necklace and the clock keyhole? Which therapist?
Some people are saying that her necklace, the school counselor.
Okay.
Yeah, she basically all the kids had been to her.
Okay.
At one point. And a lot of people are saying that the necklace that she wore looks like the same keyhole that's in the clock. So, I don't know. I don't think anything about that. I didn't notice that up until now.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
I think they are building up to the fact that she's involved in some way because they've dropped more than one hint about the fact that all those kids went to her.
What are your theories about season 2?
Season 2?
I mean, sorry, part 2. What do you think is going to happen?
No, I just want like an epic ride. And I also obviously feel like it has to end with something either catastrophic or amazing to set up the fact that the next season is going to be the last season. But also they are saying that there may be a time jump between this season and the next season. Like because the kids are also growing older, etc.
Next season, you mean part 2? This is the last season of the show.
I mean, no, it's not the last season of the show. No, bro, there's a season 5.
No, bro. This was the last season of the show. That is what they've announced everywhere.
It's not.
Oh, shit. Why?
It's not.
No,
season 4 and season 5 are the last seasons of the show. Season 4 has been split into 2 parts.
Okay.
Yeah. Season 5 is the final season and it'll probably take like a year or 2 to make. So they're considering a time jump for that story.
Oh, despite its epic proportion, season 4 is not the final. Damn it! I thought season 4 it ends.
So given that it's this thing, either that or the season 4 will be like a huge like climax and then lead into like something for season 5. Or like it has to end on like a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, because I feel like now it's done. You know, like every season, monster came, you defeated monster, you realize there's a bigger monster.
No, but like somebody in chat has said, the mind flayer still has to be like fully put down and like the portal has to be like shut. Like
and multiple portals. It's like very Pacific Rim vibes.
Once and for all. Yeah.
Very, very Pacific Rim vibes.
And Watergate joke was also hilarious.
Very, very
Watergate
funny.
joke was it's almost like they wrote that gate in the water just so they could do the Watergate joke. Like I'm like they're comedian thinking है. कि joke चाहिए तो अब दुनिया बनाऊंगा इस joke के लिए मैं. Literally, मेरे को joke इतना पसंद है कि मैं दुनिया बनाऊंगा इसके लिए.
You know the amount of web series ideas that I have put on hold because the idea of the title was just a joke I've had, and then I'm like, stop, Sahil, stop. You can't just randomly write.
That's not how many web series ideas you put on hold. That's how many sentences you have tried to turn into web series.
That's also true.
Is more what that is.
That's also true. There are so many ideas every day, and I'm like, is this a feasible idea or is this just a dumb joke my mind has thought? And I thought, you know what? It's going to be a really cool name for something or the other.
Yeah, so much of that. So much. Of that.
Samruddhi said, Steve's character arc is so seamless from beating up Jonathan to being BFFs with Dustin. His hair deserves his own fan page. Yes. Look, as someone who is losing hair, I am balding. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. I am balding. And I look at people's hair, and I get very fascinated. Like, I'll give you a great example. Steve Harrington, fantastic hair. Manoj Bajpayee, what great hair, I mean, I know these are two extremes, but Manoj Bajpayee has a great hairline.
Say a lot of sentences that I didn't expect to hear this show today. And I have to say, the parkour from Steve Harrington to Manoj Bajpayee was spectacular and well done. Heck, just thank you. I thought that I was jaded and incapable of being surprised, but today you have proven that that's not true, and I still have a beating heart inside, and I'm still capable of feeling feelings. Steve Harrington's hair, of course, and then Manoj Bajpayee. Cool. We now have a vague idea of what your dreams look like, and I think that's the only idea that I want. Like, I need my friends to play running up a hill right now, so I can run far away from this imagery.
That's how it's going to happen, okay? I'm caught. Vecna's chasing me. I'm thinking only flashes of Manoj Bajpayee are coming. I'm running because Banda Ye Bindas Hai is there. No, wait, was that Manoj Bajpayee? That was, no? Yeah.
Well, clearly his hair is not that sexy then. Because, otherwise you'd like remember. That's from Ux, right?
Ux. I think there was. I thought Manoj Bajpayee was in Banda Hai Bindas. I will take that back, Manoj. I'm so sorry. I've let you down. Listen, if you see Family Man now, please, everyone who has seen Family Man, just look at Manoj Bajpayee's hairline. It is actually really cool. Okay, just letting you know as a person. Anyways, cool. We will move on. I think this.
No, not at all. We can absolutely spend time on it if you like. Because I'm now wondering what vein we've tapped into here. Where there's obviously some serious hairline envy that's happening. And like, because I just want to say, you traversed multiverses there, going from Steve Harrington
to Manoj Bajpayee. I realized the moment
like, this is what happens when you use Canada Chavez to open portals and not America Chavez. You get Manoj Bajpayee. You go from Steve Harrington to Manoj Bajpayee. Who I love Manoj Bajpayee, but still. Yeah.
Okay, so my prediction, Manoj Bajpayee will come in the next part. Manoj Bajpayee will distract Vecna with this amazing hairline. Vecna's bald, so Vecna obviously has hair issues. He will be stunned by Manoj Bajpayee's hairline. Done. That is my theory. This is what I feel. If Duffer Brothers,
solid theory.
Yeah, Duffer Brothers. If you're watching, please. I love Duffer Brothers. What a great name, dude. I giggle every time I see.
I can't say. I just remember every teacher from school ever.
Yeah, Duffer.
Right, Duffer. Because Duffer is a word where, like, my understanding is that according to the Indian Penal Code, you're not allowed to use the word duffer on someone unless you have a teacher's license. Like, I've never heard that word said by anybody other than a teacher. I don't think that it's legal to say the word duffer unless you are a teacher.
Yeah, I think that is part of the teacher curriculum. You know, like
if I just go out onto the street and call somebody a duffer, I get arrested. So, yeah.
Sorry guys, off topic. Can you suggest comedies like South Park? Adi, we've done a stream of the top 100 shows that you should watch. Please check that out. Tara said Jurassic Park World Domination felt like a reality show with dinosaurs. Not seen it. We'll definitely check it out. Walter Hamada, are you guys sitting in the same place as footage is coming from CCTV Cam 6? No. Surprise. We are, but we are not. Okay. Vecna is like Thanos. Intention अच्छा है, method गलत. नहीं, Vecna का method भी बहुत सही है. I agree. And also, I think people are overrated.
Sometimes you just gotta crumple people.
I really side with the villains now. I
just want to say, you started to side with villains and you're worried about your hairline. Are you secretly Lex Luthor?
Hey.
Are you secretly Lex Luthor?
How did you find out?
This was his origin story all along.
Yeah, I think it's just his entire reason of hating Superman is that look at that hair, like
and Superman has an extra cowlick there just to mock Luthor. Like, I have extra hair that I can just leave like a drape on my forehead. You bald fuck. Like, you think Superman? I would be a terrible Superman. I would be a terrible Superman. Like, literally, I would, at random times of the day, when Lex Luthor is standing on his balcony, just fly past really fast and just be like, Tapli! Then again, like, when he's like, what the fuck was that? I would just fly past and carrot table and just like fly past.
Dude, like that Superman climax where you've almost defeated Lex Luthor. He's in his mech suit. You're holding him close by. You pull him closer and Superman just whispers, hey, Chicote. Tung. Where has this conversation gone? I love it.
I blame you entirely. It was going fine, and then you went from Steve Harrington to Manoj Bajpayee in the space of 4 words, and now here we are. We are somehow. I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I think these are great theories. I feel dirty but good.
These are really good theories. Time. These are really great theories.
I scratched a kink. Like, it was well done. Like, they should have used the Preacher method on Lex Luthor. I don't know why they've ever done that.
They could
have done. You've seen what he does in the comics?
No.
In Preacher.
No.
So, like, that Strasser or whatever his name is, the main villain in Preacher is bald, right? So I don't know if they do it in the show because I haven't seen it. But in the comics, at one point, he's fighting him. You think it's going to be like this big showdown and all of that. And it's so fucking funny because he just like gets irritated at him and he just grabs him in a headlock. And he takes a knife and the guy is bald. So he just carves like a line in his head like this. So now he walks around everywhere looking like a penis head. Because he's just got...
Preacher also has butthole face, na? I think.
Yeah, he's got ass face and penis head, basically.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
Please watch Superman and Lois. I've been telling you to watch it for a
Yes,
very
you
long
have.
time.
Yes, you
Please
have.
watch it. You will see a
अरे
great.
but I've not gone to Rashtrapati Bhavan for a while.
हाँ
So,
पर दूसरे friends हैं ना मेरे पास भी दूसरे friends हैं. I'll send you their numbers.
I'll go.
Great Lex Luthor variation that we've never
Okay.
seen in TV and movies so far. Plus he's
Okay.
black. So pretty
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
that's not true technically. Because Giancarlo Esposito played Lex Luthor in the Harley Quinn animated series.
Oh my, I forgot.
Boys.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that dude is just. I'm seeing him in the
Exactly.
boys
And
also.
he's
I'm
very
like, man,
good.
I want to just be in his presence for just like
Dude.
5 minutes. I just.
When he, like, again, without going into spoilers, I don't think I've ever seen anything as badass as him looking Homelander straight in the eye and just calling him bad product. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck, daddy?
I'm
Like-
waiting. I was waiting for
Oof.
some death, but nothing.
Oof.
He just
Oof,
walks
oof.
off.
Oof.
Let's go to Los Polos Hermanos. He's done
Gustavo
now. Just move
Fring.
on. Yeah, what a
Like,
guy,
just-
dude. What a guy.
What a guy.
Yeah, I think we've discovered. I think we spoke
Chad
everything
Gurr.
about.
Bye. Okay.
What is this, guys?
Chad Gurr.
What are you doing? What else?
Chad
People are late. People are giving different songs. Apparently, Stranger Things will have spin-offs. Not read about it, but we'll definitely check it out. Boys season 3 will be an entire discussion. Do not worry. There's, like we said, there's a lot of content coming out this month. And yeah, I think more or less that's everything that we had to discuss with regards to Stranger Things. Is there anything else that? Yes, I will definitely. Let you guys know that in the chat, pinned to the chat is the official Reddit for Binge-O-Clock. Reddit.com/r/Binge-O-Clockers. You can click on it. If the link doesn't work, I'll post again. Post all your memes. Today I'd asked people to share Stranger Things memes and only 2 people share memes. And it really hurts my feelings. that only 2
Sad.
people. Very sad. Very sad. So please
Sad.
share your memes. We'll definitely do a meme
Sad
react.
day for man.
Yeah, seriously, man. Seriously. One take shootout scene Sarthak is constantly talking about. Which one take shootout scene happened?
I don't know, man.
I don't know which one you're talking about. So,
I also don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Sarthak, which one are you talking about? Russians. Yeah, I think we've discussed everything that there is. Is there anything
Yeah, I
else
think
you had
so.
to bring up about Stranger?
Is there anything I've talked about the cast, talked about no, I think I'm just very, very excited about part 2.
Yeah, I'm so
Genuinely.
I am. I know which one they're talking about. When they come.
Oh,
to
that
shoot
one.
and the
Oh, that was
police.
cool.
Yeah, that was.
That was
actually
cool.
That was
That was
actually
also
very,
very,
cool.
very
That was, dude, this season, like, I really am enjoying filmmaking. You know, I'm really enjoying.
full on.
What they are doing.
Full on.
With it, you know, and like I know we will definitely do an entire discussion about it, but of all the shows I've seen so far, Miss Marvel's filmmaking is so fresh.
Oh, it's quite fresh, quite fun.
So unique.
Like, good job.
Like, I'm like,
Adil
this
and
is-
Bilal, right?
it's so fresh. Yeah, it's unique. You're like
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
stuff that you didn't see. Even Stranger Things also, the filmmaking's unique, the monsters are unique, the horror sequences. After a point, how
Also,
many-
80s vibe is so well done.
Yeah, the music.
So beautifully well done.
The music, everything about this season has been absolutely perfect, and I went into the season with zero expectations because I'm like, hype, yaar, hype, you know, like hype ruins a show, and I'm like, okay, yaar, how is it gonna be? I
Yeah.
finished it in one day.
Oh,
8 hours.
dude, everything you need to know about how good this is. I was in LA. I should have been out seeing LA, but I just sat there for like 7 hours and just devoured it in one day. Literally, I just devoured it in one and I have no regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets at all.
Dude, I was touring, right? Before my show, I'm sitting outside, sitting on my phone, watching Stranger Things, and I'm like, what's happening now? What's happening now? And I'm like, what am I doing, dude? How have they got me trapped into this universe? So, yeah.
It's too good.
Guys, if y'all have not seen, please watch. Please definitely do watch Stranger Things. I mean, I presume that if you've seen this discussion, you won't watch because we've discussed everything. But, yeah.
I believe you have to go for dinner.
Arey yaar.
I believe you are being summoned for
She's
dinner.
such a troll, dude. She's such a troll. Every stream she trolls, man. Every stream she trolls. Meghna! And yes, she's not watching. I'm going to force her to watch Stranger Things after this. By the way, just before we go, if anyone in the crowd ever gets a chance, if you have an IMAX around you, please go watch Top Gun.
I still need to go watch Top Gun. I need to go. I need to go. I know. I need to go.
I forced her to go watch it. She doesn't.
I
like
really
Tom
need to
Cruise.
go. I'm gonna go tomorrow or day after for sure.
Please.
Like
It is.
for sure.
And apparently it's much better in the 4DX experience also, but I don't think you want your seat moving. You're like,
no.
But
नहीं चाहिए मेरे को.
bro, IMAX पे देख, then we will do a discussion.
Okay, done.
Guys, yeah, there's so much. Okay, no spoilers in the chat. No spoilers. You also don't look at the chat.
I'm not looking.
I will, if there's a spoiler, I will block you. But yes, there are a lot of shows. There are a lot of movies. There's a lot of stuff that we have to talk about. If there's any other topic you want us to talk about, join the Reddit. Tell us over there.
Yes.
Send us your memes over there. All the questions we've obviously discussed. Tom Cruise thirsting stream will happen when we discuss Top Gun, because there is a lot of thirst in me for that man. A lot of thirst. He's at 60 and he's fucking what a guy, dude. What a guy.
Scientology, it works.
It does. It does. He's living at the peak of his success right now, dude. At 60, he's nailing it. He's flying fighter jets. What a guy. Anyways.
It's true.
Yeah, wohi hai. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much. We're going to wrap up today's Binge-O-Clock episode. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Jaane se pehle,
Thank you.
Very important. Jaane se pehle like dabao. That's very important.
Ek baar.
And also, what do you have to announce? Anything?
Jackass shitus. I have nothing to announce at this current point in time. What do you have to announce, good sir? I have to announce that I have jet lag. That is my sole announcement.
Yeah, and I have to announce that I'm going to go for dinner. Thank you, Meghna, for the reminder. And yeah.
I got you a little something from Star Wars Celebration, so I will send it over tomorrow.
Yes, very excited. Okay, I'll stare at the door waiting for that to happen. And yeah, thank you so much to everybody who watched. Abhishek, I read your super chat. Thank you so much for coming for the show. Everybody, thank you. This has been Binge-O-Clock. You guys have been a fantastic audience. We'll be next week. Yes. We'll be next week back.
We'll be next week back.
Next week back with a brand new episode. As usual, cue the end music. Till next time. Bye bye.
We will be the back. We will be